Hello everyone, hello friends. I hope you're doing good this morning. Today I wanted to go over how you can level up your counseling. So today I'm going to talk about 5 must-haves you need when you first start counseling. Now could be at the beginning of school, whenever you start your new job as a counselor. Some may start at the beginning of school, some may start in the middle of a semester, some may not start till January. But these are 5 must-haves, and I'm going to start with number 5. See, I might need to put my glasses on so I can see everybody. Okay, number 5 is your list of students that you're going to be seeing. Now, you may get this from the previous counselor. If they were there, they might have a list of students. You can speak with your assistant principal if they were taking care of students. Your secretary might be your best friend on your campus, depending on what campus you're at. If you're at a high school, they might have other counselors there who already have a list. It might go by last names. But you want to have that list of students who you'll be seeing, whether it's for behavioral, academic, emotional, social means, but you want to have that list ready. If you have a program like J Campus or whatever SIS program you're using, you should have been trained on it. If you're not, make sure you get the training that you can go on there and pull that list, a list of failing students, a list of those who have discipline challenges or issues, okay? That's your number 5. Get the list of students that you'll be seeing. Number 4, that is going to be your introduction. Now, your introduction could be not just for your faculty and staff. When you have your first faculty meeting as a counselor, you're going to want to have an introduction. Now, I have done mine via PowerPoint for our faculty meeting, your open house. And you just want some basic information. You don't want to take up an hour of your introduction. You want to say who you are, where you graduated from, what experience you have, and what your goals are or objectives for your school year, whatever time period it is, that semester or whatever. And you can do 2 introductions if you prefer. If you do a change mid-semester, spring and fall, or fall and spring. Also, you want to do an intro with your students, and you can do this in minute meetings, however you set up your schedule, and we're going to talk about that next as well. But you want to do an introduction, and depending on your grade level will depend on what type of introduction. You don't want to go into a whole background with your K4 or K2s. You might want to do it in a fun way, interactive way, versus your older kids on how you're going to do the introduction. With my older kids, I always did like a work balance, especially my kids going to high school, and in the high school, how that would look in like a CV type of PowerPoint. Number 3 is going to be your tentative schedule. So you want to have a schedule of how you're going to see your classes or how you think you're going to see your classes. So I have a tentative schedule that I've laid out for mine. And I say tentative because as counselors, we're always changing our schedule, or it changes for us, depending on what's going on that day. But you want to have something if central office comes in or a supervisor comes in, they want to see, okay, this is where you should be during this time, understanding that it could change depending on the situation. Especially if you have a fire drill or a lockdown, or a student maybe having some difficulties. So that's your number 3. Number 2, you want to have your program ready. So you want to have a list of what your program is going to look like. As you see, I have mine all around me to make sure. So your program is just going to be an introduction of what you're going to be doing. So mine has like my program. Now, I say that to say this. Your program is going to be dependent on your campus. Some school districts in some states and some counties and some parishes already have a program set up. could be 7 Mindsets, could be Second Step, could be Capturing Kids' Hearts, Casual Choices. It just depends. So you need to first find out what program, if they use a program, what it's going to be. And then you can tweak it and modify it, adjust it to your campus. But if your school district does not have a specific program and you can pull from every other resources, then you're going to have to create one. And then you need to let your staff, your teachers, and your parents and students know what that looks like. And even if you do, you still need to write it down. So mine consists of social skills and character education lessons. I let them know what that's going to look like. Individual counseling, if you do individual counseling, you want to let them know what that looks like. Small group counseling, if you do that. If you have a lunch bunch, not every school campus does lunch bunches. You also want to let them know some information that you'll be providing them. McKinney-Vento information. SBLC, if you're an SBLC chair, and I'll talk about that in another video, and if you're the 504 coordinator. And then just let them know your contact information. So you want to let them know what that looks like, what your program looks like on your campus. And that's number 2, so letting them know what your program is. And number 1, to me, this is one of the most important things for you to have as a counselor, and that is your ASCA. That is your American School Counselor Association guidebook, mine and my ASCA. If you do not have one or purchase one from the website, you can go on there and print it out, and that's what I did. I printed mine out. I tabbed it with the information of mindsets and behaviors, the standards, and any miscellaneous MTSS stuff in here. Because, why is this important? If at any time there is a question about job duties, responsibilities, or if you don't have a program set up, this is going to be your go-to. This is going to be your best friend. I also pulled out some things from the website as well, and I post these, and this is hanging in my office. So again, if a supervisor comes, if there's a question, I can go to them and say, okay, this is what I do. This is a quick explanation of what I do. And they might not know. And this is all in Get the Facts. And you can get it all on the school counselor website. Okay. So those are the top 5 must-haves for new counselors. So my number 5 was your list of students, your introduction, and when I talked about the introduction in PowerPoint, this is like Meet Your Counselor. You can do a newsletter. I go to S'mores to do mine, and I do a different one depending on the age group with the information on it. And it's for each student, and it goes home. Your tentative schedule, what your schedule might look like, your program information, and of course your ASCA binder. Those are 5 must-haves to level up your school counseling role. I hope that was helpful to you. If you did find it helpful, please like, share my video, and any comments requesting more information or a list, breakdown, or any of the resources that I share with you, just let me know in the comments. Y'all have a great day.